Welcome to TV 50's coverage of Geneseo Green Machine football. From Galesburg High School tonight, it's Geneseo and Galesburg in week 2 of the high school football season. Two teams that need a win here as both lost their openers. Pat Mitchell joins me. This is Lauren Lemke. Geneseo losing at home last week, Pat, to Moline. And Galesburg fell to a very tough Dunlap team last week. So two teams hungry for win number 1 tonight. Somebody's going to end up getting that win here tonight as we're about set for kickoff.
Well, you don't want to start 0-2 in the season when you're in a playoff race. I mean, you really got to dig yourself out of a hole if you do that. However, you know, the biggest jump and improvement is usually between game 1 and 2. We'll see which team is able to minimize their mistakes that they made last week and come out and play better this week.
The first game tonight, the Geneseo Sophomores won 29-14. We can't start this game till 7:30, and we're just a couple minutes behind. Cloudy skies, maybe a slight chance of a shower. I think we're going to dodge that, though, and about 78 degrees here at kickoff. Geneseo is going to receive the football. We are set up on the visitor side, or rather the home side. They are the visiting team, but the away team or whatever, but we are on the Galesburg side. We got it. Thank you. So we are watching across the way the Geneseo fans as they brought the sea of green. The stands are filled on both sides of the field.
I believe Galesburg won the toss and chose to defer. And we're going to be returning the ball left to right on your TV screen.
There you go.
Radio screen.
Number 14, David Olivas is kicking off for the Streaks.
David Olivas will kick off for the Silver Streaks, kicking from right to left. End over and kick, coming down short, hitting at the 15, bouncing to the 10, and picked up by Geneseo, brought out to the 30, out to the 35-yard line. Goes number Colton Pischke, number 25. Pischke's going to start tonight in the backfield as he did last week. He'll be joined by Zach Olson, and also the fullback tonight is going to be Alex McAvoy. Geneseo's starting quarterback Jacob McConnell, as Jaron Brooker is inactive tonight. Was injured last week. Counterplay to start things off for Geneseo on 1st and 10 from the 35, and it's an 8-yard run from senior Zach Olson.
Right, ran that out of right formation. The wingback was on the right side. The old timers remember 46 counter. It's kind of interesting. We start with that, not with the traditional fullback. It's kind of nice to see. Good gain on the play. 2nd and short.
Ball at the 43-yard line. Geneseo in that double tight formation. And it's Pischke looking for that first down yardage. He's very close as he gets stood up at the 45-yard line. Looks to be about a yard short.
A little fake 36, 23 power action. Trying to get the linebackers to bite on the fullback and step out, makes it easier blocks. Just a little bit short.
Matt Kozemski is not in the lineup for Geneseo. He's inactive as well. He started last week, so Geneseo's got a new starting lineman there tonight. We'll get the starters here in just a moment. 3rd and short for Geneseo, trying to pick it up, and they have the first down. Alex McAvoy, the fullback, to the 48-yard line.
All right, Galesburg hopped into a little goal line in front. 7 men on the line of scrimmage, and Alex, nice job powering, just to lower your shoulders, get your first down, move the chains.
Green Machine in their away white uniforms with the gold pants. We got the Green Machine and the Silver Streaks, but not a lot of green, not a lot of silver out there tonight. 1st and 10 from the 48. Toss sweep to the right. It's Pischke turning the corner, gets across the 50-yard line. We'll give them 2 yards on the play.
All right, that time Galesburg stepped into a 5-3 defense. They got those 2 outside linebackers who are really sitting heavy in what the defense calls the C gap. The offense, we call it the 2 and 8 hole. Just trying to take away that second back through. It makes it difficult to get in and dig those guys out with your wing backs.
Starting at the offensive line tonight, you got Blake Langen, number 68, number 57, Robert Stoll. And, of course, 71 out there, Jacob Winslow. 2nd and 8 from the midfield stripe. Handed off to Olson. Zach gets to the 47-yard line. And Geneseo looking at a 3rd down and 6 here with 9:45 to play in the first quarter. We're scoreless in Galesburg.
Right, Zach did a real nice job turning it up. He didn't have an opportunity to go outside, trying to get in behind the big pulling guard, Billy Blazer. You know, we got, once again, the first down was 1 yard. We got 4 there, but now we're sitting at 3rd and 6.
Olsen on the wing. Yep, Olsen on the wing to the right. McConnell rolls out to pass, completes the pass to McAvoy out of the backfield. He has the first down right in front of us at the 40-yard line. Geneseo's come up with 2 first downs on this drive as they try to get into the end zone for the first time this year. They were held to just a field goal last week at home.
Yeah, that play was set up by the first play of the game. That was 46 counter pass, fullback leaking out of the backfield. Very nice pass by Mr. McConnell.
Nearing the 9-minute mark of this first quarter. No score between Geneseo and Galesburg. From the 39-yard line, 1st and 10. Counter play back to the right as it goes to Colton Pischke. And Colton has a 2-yard gain to the 37-yard line.
A little more misdirection early on. That's interesting. That's good to see. Mix things up a little bit. Trying to get those linebackers flowing one way or another. And get them out of there. Once, like I said earlier, make it easier for blocks for our running backs and our guards.
Wing right set for Geneseo on the 2nd down and 8. And it's Olsen off to the left. Has a seam, breaks it at the 30, the 25, down to the 20, the 15, the 10, and knocked out of bounds along the Geneseo sideline inside the 5. They say he went out at the 1-yard line.
Very nice blocking at the point of attack. Zach wasn't hit until he got down to the 2-3 yard line. That time Galesburg hopped into a 4-man front, which the 2 and 8 hole. And when I'm calling plays, I love if teams are going into a 4-man front. So well executed, well executed.
1st and goal, Geneseo. 8:15 to play in the first quarter. They've got it at the 1-yard line, and movement before the snap of the ball as our right end took a step, and that's going to cost Geneseo 5 yards.
Right, the defense was hopping around, and that drew our right end off. You know, those are the types of mistakes as a coach you just really eat at you, because now you go from 1st and goal at the half-yard line to 1st and goal at the 5.5 yard line. So hopefully we can come back. You still have 4 downs to gain 5.5.
Let's get a 6-yard run here.
Yeah, that'll work.
Touchdown.
That will work.
At the line of scrimmage, Billy Cosgrave splits wide right. They'll sweep it that way. This is Pischke turning upfield. He's going to stand up towards the goal line. He gets in. Near side official here calling the touchdown, and Geneseo is on the board. They take the early lead here, 6-0 with 7:46 to play in the first quarter. A 5-yard touchdown run from Colton Pischke.
Well executed offensive series. That's a great start. That was the type of start we absolutely needed for our confidence. Obviously to get a lead in the ball game as well, but well executed series.
The extra point coming here from number 23, Kyle Hofer, yes. Field goal last week. And this extra point is good. Didn't look all that pretty, but it only has to go above that bar between those 2 posts, and it did.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty.
No style points there, Kyle, but we'll take it. 7-0. Geneseo opens the game with a 65-yard scoring drive, and they have a lead here of 7:46 to play in the first quarter. Great start for the Green Machine.
All right, now here's where we need the defense to respond right away, get that ball back as soon as possible, and not just give the points right back. You just had an outstanding offensive series. Now let's follow it up with the defensive series. In baseball, softball, you need a shutdown inning is what you need after scoring a few points. So, and then also remember, it's not always going to be that easy. Come back when you get the ball back and put together another drive like that.
Galesburg has Kobe Ramirez, number 2 back at around the 15-yard line. He's their leading rusher from last week, 75 yards on the ground, 49 yards receiving, and scored their only touchdown on a pass reception. He's dangerous. He's a returning starter from last year, one of the better backs in the Western Big Six. 9 plays, 65 yards for Geneseo with over 4 minutes taken off the clock, and a 6-yard touchdown run by senior Colton Pischke. Hofer with the extra point. That's where we stand right now, 7-0. to restart the game is Kyle Hofer with 7:46 to play in the first quarter. Kicking into a little bit of a breeze here. Pops it up in the air, coming down to the 35. Rolling towards the far sideline, picked up by the Silver Streaks, and Geneseo all over this. Short return, and it's going to be marked at the 28-yard line.
I was told during the week that number 2, the Rodriguez you were just talking about, is the real deal. So we're going to have to keep an eye on him and shut him down.
Geneseo will see last week they kind of played a nickel, played a rover, kind of a nickel type defense, and Silver Streaks trying to have a balanced attack here with the run and the pass. And they'll start from the 29-yard line. And I don't know if it was a fumble to snap. Yeah, the quarterback had a fall on that. That is number 12, Connor Ayton.
Looks like we're running the 3-5-3. The defensive ends kind of look like the outside linebackers, but they're in reality they're defensive ends and they're playing off the ball. So hopefully you can bring linebackers from 5 different spots.
We'll get the guys as we see them on the field here tonight. We don't have the luxury of getting the starting lineups like we do for the home games in advance. So loss of 1 on the play. 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. Geneseo leading 7-0. Galesburg second and 11. Shotgun formation. Ayton, his pass is dropped. Thrown a little bit low for his intended receiver out there. Number 87, Quincy Bierce, and it'll be 3rd down and 11.
That's a good thing he was dragging across the middle and had a step on the DeBoof, the linebacker. I'm glad it went through his hands. So hey, 3rd and long, you can have a pretty good idea what they're going to try to do. Like to see us dial up a little sack here.
Well, the Maroons last week had some success with their tight end, and so
right.
Silver Streaks trying to duplicate that here on the second play. Did not work. 3rd down and 11. Shotgun formation with 3 receivers wide left. Here comes the pressure. It's a screen pass, and it's complete. Out to Ramirez at the 25 to the 30, and he's taken down at the 36. He'll be 3 yards short of the first down. Will be 4th down and 3.
We did a nice job of closing in on him because when he first caught the ball, it looked like he had a lot of room to run, but guys got to their spots in a hurry. One of the things as a defensive lineman, if I'm not getting blocked, something's up. You can really help yourself out. If something weird feels weird, it means there's something up. So nice series, 3 and out.
Here's the punt from Galesburg on 4th and 3 off the side of the foot, and it's going to hit at the 42. Take a great bounce for the Silver Streaks. Bounced about 10 yards in the air and came down at the 26-yard line. Geneseo gets the ball back. They have the lead, 7-0. Almost halfway through this first quarter, 6:08 on the scoreboard. Great facility here at Galesburg. First time I've been here since they redid all this. The turf field. They've got the nice facility over there, Pat. And, you don't have a chance to walk through it, but wow, what a view.
Well, they did it up right for their kids here. I mean, everything's right here. You got tennis, softball, baseball, everything's right here.
From the 25, 1st and 10, Geneseo. And they'll try to run it up the middle. Got to give it to the fullback. And I don't think there's any gain on that play.
No, he was stuffed at the line of scrimmage, but you still have to run in this offense. You have to run that fullback every now and then, even if he's not gaining the yardage, just to get the defense to respect him. Because usually if you're running the fullback and people are tackling him, that means they're not tackling somebody else.
Geneseo shuffling in the plays from the sidelines with their ends here tonight. A combination of guys coming in and out. 2nd and 10. The throw is McConnell. He'll dump it down to McAvoy in the flats, and he has a gain of 3. Ball coming out caused by the ground, and the Streaks pick it up, but the play was done. It is a completed pass. It is about a 2-yard gain.
Right, that was that same 46 counter pass that we got a 1st down on earlier. Only gained 2 on that, leaving 3rd and 8.
Clock running, 5 minutes and 5 seconds to play in the first quarter. Geneseo 7, Galesburg 0. If you're just tuning in now, glad to have you along for our broadcast tonight, and I think we're going to stay dry. Got a nice sunset behind us.
I refuse to look over my shoulder.
Keep the camera on the field, Keith. 3rd and long for Geneseo. They need 8. McConnell rolls out the throw. Gets it up in the air, and it is caught at the 40-yard line. That is a 1st down catch by number 23, Kyle Hofer.
That is a very nice and big completion, for Joe McConnell, just building that confidence. That's 3 out of 3 completions. So, and a big first down there on 3rd and long. Move those chains, new set of downs, and away we go.
Well, spotted at the 41-yard line. Geneseo leading 7-0 as they pick up another first down in this opening frame. Under center is McConnell, and it's McAvoy. He's got room to run off to the right. McAvoy taken down at the 50-yard line. 9-yard run on first down for the Green Machine.
That's the play last week we had trouble executing, the little 36 cross. You give it to the fullback, but then he crosses back behind a pulling guard to the other, to the other side of the field. And hopefully you get your defense flowing, and then he cuts back, gains a little yardage, gained 9 on that. So let's go get our first down and move those chains again.
Less than a football to get the first down, and 2nd and short. And it's Hofer, I think, just fell forward, kind of stumbled there on the turf. I think he fell forward enough to get the first down.
Right, that was 40-24 counter that time, coming back the other way. So, but you're right. I think the turf monster got him. 2nd and really short, and now looks like it's close enough to measure.
Do you really have to measure on a turf field? You just eyeball it, right?
I mean, from here it doesn't look like he got it. From here it looks like he's about 4 inches short. But that remains to be seen. We'll see.
Almost directly across from our camera here on TV 50. They'll bring in the chains anyway. 3:40 to play in the first quarter. Geneseo 7, Galesburg 0 with Pat Mitchell. I'm Lauren Lemke. Second week of the high school football season. And the first road contest for Geneseo. Stretch it out, he's gonna be a little bit short. 3rd down and less than a yard for the Green Machine in Galesburg territory at the 49.
Yeah, it's a shame that the turf monster got him, because it looked like he had a little bit of a lane to turn up into, running lane, and get a good 8-9 yards again. But 3rd and short, I'm sure Galesburg will bring guys up to the line of scrimmage if we can break that initial line of scrimmage. Yep, look at there, they're filling up the line.
About the goose and go.
Yep, exactly.
It's McAvoy, first down run. He's still driving his legs out to the 45-yard line.
Keep those legs moving on contact and move the pile. That's exactly what Alex did there. Very nice run. Very nice run. And once again, you move the chains.
Geneseo Private, I think 5-6 first downs here in this opening quarter. They move it on the ground against the Silver Streak defense. Mixing in a pass or two from the 44-yard line. Hand off to Olson. He's hit in the backfield, squirts away, and gets into the second level out to the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard run.
Is that a fantastic run? That little jump hop, hop step and get around the initial defensive end to get yourself 6 yards. He should have been, or 7 yards. He should have been tackled 2 yards deep in the backfield.
We do not have the play clocks here at Galesburg, and haven't really seen Geneseo really been in any jeopardy of any delay of game. Seems like they've kind of picked up the pace, getting those plays in this week. That's good to see. So they're ready to go here on 2nd down and 4 from the Galesburg 37-yard line. Toss it back to Olson. Puts his head down. He gets the first down to the 33-yard line.
Turned it up. Get your first down. Okay. Let those guys holding the downs markers walk another 10 yards.
Run downhill and push them back.
Exactly right. If they're going to sit and turn you back inside, get upfield, get what you can. Don't sit and try to be fancy about it and try to get around to the sidelines. Just get what you can.
Clock moving here in the first quarter. 2:22 to play. In the opening stanza, it's 7-0, Green Machine over Galesburg. McConnell under center. It's Olson again. He's been the workhorse in this first period. He's down to the 27-yard line. Looks like about a 6-yard run for Zach.
Very nice execution on a fake 36-48, belly 48, second back through. Really nice execution. With that, you don't want that quarterback sitting there waiting for the second back. I mean, the longer he waits, the hole closes down. You want a little bit of rhythm to that, and like a fullback, boom, boom, and that's what we got there.
at the line, ready to snap it. 2nd and 4. Toss it back. Running to the right side is Kyle Hofer across the 25. He's brought down finally at the 24. And Geneseo's looking at a 3rd and a long one here inside the Galesburg 25-yard line.
Same thing Kyle did, what Zach did earlier, is just, all right, I've gone as far as I can to the sideline. I need to turn it up and turn this into a positive gain. Whether it's 1 yard positive or 3 yards positive, you can't go backwards. You can't afford to go backwards.
Green Machine breaking the huddle. Olsen on the wing to the right, double tight formation. It's the fullback McAvoy with the 1st down as he dives across the 20 to about the 18-yard line, and they'll move the chains again as Geneseo picks up another 1st down.
Yeah, with the reverse pivot from the quarterback, looked like belly 37, but he ended up bouncing that out to the 8-hole, which is a nice job of running, keeping your head up, and taking what they're going to give you. You know, I mean, just get in behind your blockers, okay, and then find your crease and find your seam and go. And Alex did exactly what he needed to do on that.
40 seconds to play in the 1st quarter. Geneseo has it inside the 20-yard line at the Galesburg 17 on 1st down. Counterplay, Olsen running up the middle. Hit by the linebackers and brought down at the 11-yard line. It's a 6-yard run for Olsen, which may be the last play of this 1st period.
Another positive 1st down play, you know, where you're getting 4 more yards, make 2nd down and 3rd down hopefully a little easier. 46 counter again. That's about the 4th or 5th counter we've seen already in this 1st quarter. So that means the coaches have seen some type of really good flow from their defense, and you're going to try to make that work against them.
Geneseo scores on their opening drive tonight, and they're moving the ball on their 2nd drive as we end the 1st quarter. It's Geneseo 7, Galesburg 0 at the end of the 1st period.
This TV 50 broadcast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Jolene Barnes of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Communications, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Borac Pharmacy, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank, Pink's Paint and Body, Edwards Ready Mix. Please thank our sponsors for their support of this TV 50 broadcast.
We're back to start the 2nd quarter from Galesburg High School with the Geneseo Green Machine enjoying a 7-0 lead over the Silver Streaks. Geneseo on the move here. They have the football at the 11-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 4 when we resume play.
All right, you need to keep executing right here. You're down to, like you said, the 11. You're that close to the touchdown. You want to make sure you get paid on this drive.
McConnell starting at quarterback tonight for Geneseo. He hands it off to Olsen, and he's going to basically walk in almost untouched as he gives Geneseo a lead of 13-0. A little contact at the line, but nobody back there for the Silver Streaks to stop him.
I don't think the contact at the line realized he had the football. There was a fake to the fullback, like fake 32, and then an outside handoff coming back, 48, fake 32, 48. And like I said, I don't think that guy realized he had the ball. Zach just ran right by him. So well-executed drive once again.
With the extra point coming up here from Kyle Hofer as he's kicking towards the north end zone. And this is a bullet. It's good. Do they have any like protection against the glass? I just noticed that.
I tell you what, I tell you what, but the way he kicked that, if he would have hit it straight on and caught the camera back there, the pole, he'd snap that thing in half.
Yeah, I don't know if you can kick it all the way to the Galesburg Public Schools windows. I don't know.
That'd be quite the kick.
It would be.
Hey, positive, 14-0. What a great start to this football game. Scored the first play of the second quarter. It's, you know, right now everything's going as planned, and here we go again. You need another shutdown inning, shutdown defense. We got it last time, 3 and out. Let's go get another 3 and out, get the ball back, and eat up some more clock.
6-minute drive for Geneseo on that second touchdown tonight. 13 plays, 74 yards, just grounded out. And Zach Olson has his first touchdown of the year. 14-0, a 6-yard run. And Kyle Hofer with the extra point. That's where we stand right now. Plenty of time to play in the second period. 11:55 on the clock. And Hofer's back on the field to kick off for the Green Machine.
Yeah, we're in the second quarter, and they've only ran 3 plays, offensive plays. So that's, you got to be pretty happy with that.
Keeping this home crowd silent. Here's the kickoff coming down, bobbled at the 15, then picked up off the turf. And Geneseo swarming down there. It's a pretty good return after that, 10 yards out to the 25.
I agree, very nice return. It looked like we had him bottled up at about the 15, and he ended up at the 25. So here we go, defense, do your job. Do your job. You can't worry about what everybody else is doing. Alignment, assignment, execution. Just do your job, and everything else takes care of itself.
Look at Alex Walker, the tackle on that. Senior, number 2, working the special teams tonight. And the Streaks will start from their 25-yard line, down by 14. Second back through, this is Ramirez. He's going to bounce it out to the left after the play started to the right, and Geneseo staying home. And making the tackle there, Zach Olson at the corner position.
Yeah, Peyton Clausen actually slowed him up first, which, you know, kind of when he first got the football, you wasn't sure. That play was supposed to come to the right, and he ended up going to the left. And he's the type of running back where you better stay home on the backside, because here he comes out of nowhere.
Peyton Clausen, number 45. He had a good game last week.
Yes, he did.
He's all over that football. Knows where it's going. Second down and 8. Shotgun formation for the Streaks. Rolling to the right is A10. He's going to turn it up. Gets to the 30, cuts it back to his left. He's loose to the 35, has a first down to the 40. He's going to run out of bounds on the Geneseo sideline. And the Streaks have their first down of the game tonight.
A little over pursue there by a couple of the linebackers allowed him to cut back, get into the first down territory. But, well, now you know. You better keep an eye on that guy, too. That was a nice run.
11 minutes to play in the first half. It's Geneseo 14, Galesburg 0. Streaks with the football. They have it 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line as they stay tight on this formation. Give Geneseo a lot of different looks on offense. And fullback gets the ball. Kind of a mix-up play in the backfield the way it started off. I don't know what happened there, but it's Ramirez, the second back, who actually ends up with the football, and he gets a run of about 5 yards. I don't know if there was a fumble.
For a second there, I thought I heard the guys yelling ball, but maybe you did. But we've got to make sure we take care of our tackling. You know, the guy squirted free for 5 yards. We had him at the line of scrimmage to start with.
They announced a fumble on the PA here, so they must have bounced. Took a good bounce for the Streaks there as they get 6 yards on it. 2nd down and 4 from the 48-yard line. And back to Ramirez, and he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield. Falls forward for a yard. He runs into number 59, is it?
Cole Gratter.
Yep, Cole with a tackle on that play.
Right, it's number 2. Just watching him run, my first instinct is you got to make sure you secure the line of scrimmage. You can't have guys at different depths. You know, can't have like one guy in the backfield, one guy in the line of scrimmage, he'll find the crease. But
Galesburg just broke the huddle with 12. Guess you can get by with that this year. 3rd down and 2. It's Ramirez running to his left. He stood up right before the first down marker. Great tackle over there. I don't know if Olson was over there. McAvoy. A lot of guys converging on that play.
4th and short. My guess, they've down 2 scores. You're across the 50-yard line. You're going to go for it.
9 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the second quarter. The score, it's Geneseo 14, Galesburg 0. And the Streaks are going to go for it here on 4th and a yard at the Geneseo 49-yard line. Quarterback under center, and that's the sophomore quarterback. No, that's Connor Aiken, my bad. And it's Ramirez for the first down off the left end, picked up about 5 yards to the 44-yard line.
Right, he beat our corner to the edge, got his 4 or 5 yards. I mean, he wasn't looking to break that the distance. He was just looking to get his first down. Nice run. Hey, eat up some clock. Now's where we need to start buckling down, getting a stop.
Streaks with 1 touchdown last week. That was scored by Ramirez on a touchdown reception. They'll spread it out here on 1st and 10. Quarterback in the shotgun formation. Snap to him. He'll put it in the air and let his receiver Ramirez too far in the near flats. Incomplete.
It's a whole lot easier if you just hand the ball off to him if you're trying to give him the football and let him run. But they want to throw. I mean, they actually, if it was a good pass, he had to step on the linebacker. But I'm not sure who's got him out. You know, it looked like the linebacker has him out of the backfield. That's a tough assignment.
Handing the football off, that's worked well for Geneseo for 55 years. 2nd down and 10 for the Streaks. 3 receivers wide right on 2nd and 10. And it's Ramirez, who was caught at the line of scrimmage, broke a double team. And he gets forward to the 37. We'll give him 5 yards on the play.
Right, 2 guys. Alex McAvoy, one of those had him about 2 yards deep in the backfield. He's slippery. You better hang on to something and take care of business. Hold on and let the cavalry get there. The guy there with Alex was Blake Langan.
8 minutes to play in the first half. 14-0. Geneseo with the lead. 3rd and 4. For the Streaks from the Geneseo 37. Play action with pressure, and down goes the quarterback. He is sacked by number 4, Nathan Beneke.
That was a heck of a play. That was an athletic play. Nathan Beneke went to the air. As soon as the quarterback cocked the arm, Beneke went to the air. Quarterback pulled it down, but then as Beneke's coming down and jumping over him, grabs him by the shoulder pads and brings him down with him. Just an outstanding athletic play.
And that sack's going to bring in the punt team for Galesburg. I was thinking they might be in 4-down territory there, but they're not going to go for it on 4th and 10 from their Geneseo 43-yard line. They will punt into a slight breeze. Nice
punt.
Spiral kick. It's going to come down and hit at the 3, and will it roll in the end zone? Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that's a great punt.
Stopped inside the 1-yard line. And so Geneseo is going to have to go 99.5 yards if they want to score a touchdown.
You know, you just say, hey, nice job, young man. That's a heck of a punt. But you're right. Here we go. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to go 99.5. Yeah.
We've done it. I think what Drew Rapps did it. Was it last year or 2 years ago?
It was a couple of years ago.
2 years?
It's a couple of years ago because I was in the end zone waving them in.
Jacob Cuban, 99 yards over
up at Nazareth.
See, it can be done.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Geneseo takes the ball back, 7:14 to play in the first half, up by 2 touchdowns from the end zone. They'll toss it, and I think it goes to Pischke, who gets out to about the 2-yard line.
That gives you a little breathing room there.
No problem, just tossing it back in your own end zone, right?
You know, a lot of teams, what they'll do is they'll just run a straight quarterback sneak, you know, but with Joe, you know, getting his first varsity start as a quarterback, you know, you don't want to necessarily put a lot of pressure on him if possible, but instead you put pressure on him with the toss.
Jacob, right?
Is it Jacob? I said Joe, didn't I? Joe's the center.
Joe's the center. That's all right. 2nd down and 9. Geneseo just plows it forward. Give it to Alex McAvoy, and the fullback has some breathing room now for Geneseo as he stopped at the 6-yard line.
All right, that's a little bit of cross right there, and now you got something, you know, now you got something brewing. You can get a first down from here.
Nearing the halfway mark of the 2nd quarter from Galesburg, it's Geneseo enjoying a 14-0 lead over the Silver Streaks as they come up to the line of scrimmage in a tight formation. They need 6 yards as they spot it at the 5. Second back through with the hole there is Olson. Needs to get out to the 11-yard line. I think he did.
Looks like it. Looks like the spot will get him there. That's the fake 32, 48. You know, a little misdirection. getting himself the first down, and that's outstanding. Getting out from you're still kind of in the shadows of your own goalpost, but the shadow's not quite as big now.
I think that was Kyle Hofer that ran that.
23, it was Hofer.
So my apologies to you, Kyle. I want to make sure we get your name.
Do I need to apologize to Jake?
No.
No, they get called by the wrong name all the time.
That's right. That is cool, though. You got the center and the quarterback brothers playing here tonight. And Hofer's going to try his luck here again on 1st down and 10. And he's going to be stopped at the 14-yard line. 2nd down and about 7 coming up for Geneseo. They've controlled the football tonight. Streaks, I think, have had under 10 plays, a couple first downs. P.J. Mosier coming in, number 28, with the play. Pischke and McAvoy behind McConnell in the backfield. Come back with that counter play again to the left, and that got jammed up. And there's a flag on the play.
I missed it.
Might have 2 backs in motion at the same time, possibly.
Yeah. Sideline warning. There it is over there at the 30.
Okay.
Sideline warning on Geneseo.
Sophomore's got a couple of those too, same guy.
That's just a warning the first time.
First one's a warning.
So 3rd down and 6 is what the Green Machine offense is looking at here as they come up to the line from at the ball at the 17-yard line. Motion in the backfield, and they'll go back. Little toss back to Pischke. 1st down, breaks free at the 30, and takes a defender along for another 5 yards, and finally brought down at the 36-yard line.
Well done with the ball security there. You know, he broke free, and there's a couple guys kind of grabbing at it, grabbing at the ball, and Pischke just he got 2 hands on it and just tucked it away. You just get whatever yardage he could. That's a very nice play. That's that same misdirection now going back the other way, a fake 38-22.
Really keeping the Silver Streak defense on their heels as Geneseo gets all the way from the 1-yard line out to the 36-yard line, 1st and 10. Here's Pischke. Good solid 7 yards there to the 42-yard line as Geneseo starting to push this Galesburg defense backwards.
Right, there's belly 22, fake 34-22, 2nd back through. And once again, the timing of it's really good. Jake McConnell didn't have to sit and wait for the 2-back to get there. As soon as you get rid of it off the fullback, pull it from the fullback, 2-back needs to be there, hit that hole, because it's hard to sustain a long block. So it's better for the lineman.
2nd down and 4. Geneseo's had the ball for 4 minutes now. And McConnell's going to roll out, set up, throw, lofts it up high and a little bit too far for Colton Pischke as that pass went out of bounds. It'll stop the clock. 3:12 to play in the first half. It'll be 3rd and 4 Geneseo coming up from the 42-yard line. Well, they're not afraid to have Jake throw the football tonight.
Nope, not at all. Not at all. In fact, that's his first incompletion. Really would like to see him get the first down here, get that clock moving again.
Play comes in from the sideline. They break the huddle. Streaks trying to set themselves defensively. As Geneseo's got a double wing formation. They'll come back with a counter play. This is Pischke. 1st down. He got just enough before he got leveled at the 47-yard line.
Right, they're pulling both the backside guard and tackle. So if you remember if you're one of the old guys, you remember the Washington Redskins back in the 80s, and they had the Hogs. It's just what they used to call counter tray, and sometimes call it counter trap when you're bringing both the horse collar. Good, that's another 15. We'll take that. It's very effective on a defense that over pursues. So, yeah, that's nice. It's nice to see that in the arsenal.
15 yards going to be walked off for a personal foul on the Galesburg defense. Looks like the horse collar is the indication on Colton Pischke as he was brought down. And that'll help the Geneseo offense. 3:08 to play in the first half, 14-0 Geneseo. This drive started at the 1-yard line, and they have moved it all the way inside the 40-yard line, now at the 38. Beneke's wide left for Geneseo. They'll run that way. Olsen hitting the backfield, spins forward, gets to the 35-yard line. We'll give him 3 yards on the play.
Right, honestly, he should have been tackled for a 1-2-yard loss, but he did a really nice job spinning off the first defensive man and getting upfield. So instead of being second and 12, you're second and 7.
I think we've really had any really negative plays tonight. Last week there was, guys getting hit in the backfield. That offensive line is doing a great job tonight. We got a timeout taken by Geneseo. That's going to stop the clock. 2 minutes and 23 seconds to play in the second quarter. Geneseo has scored twice tonight. They lead 14-0 against the Silver Streaks. Both these teams dropped their opening games last week, so they're both 0-1, a non-conference game. Galesburg, Western Big Six school, and of course Geneseo will be joining the party next year as a member. Just
like last week, next year this will be a conference game. I'm not sure how that schedule is going to play out. You'll have you'll have your conference game, 7 conference games against the other 7 members, and then 2 weeks will be, non-conference games. Obviously, I don't know if they'll be like weeks 1 and 2 or 8 and 9 or 1 and 9. I mean, that just remains to be seen. But my guess is it'll be weeks 1 and 2. Those are usually easier to find for non-conference games.
Geneseo with 2 timeouts remaining as they are back on the field. Ball at the 35-yard line of Galesburg. 6 yards to go here. McConnell will spin to his right, set up and throw a long pass towards the end zone. P.J. Mosier down there at the 5. And incomplete.
Yeah, you had Mosier there. Been nice to see him catch that. That would help his confidence quite a bit. But you also had sneaky little Pischke going up the, open in the post as well, which, I don't know if McConnell saw him or not. Jake saw him, but we'll come back to that one a little later.
Right. So now it's 3rd and 6 for the Green Machine, with Pischke and Olsen at the wings. McAvoy lined up 3 yards behind McConnell on this 3rd down play. Pischke in motion. They'll come back the other way with Olsen. He's got room to run, as I think he did pick up the 1st down for Geneseo. He gets to the 27, and that is a Geneseo 1st down.
All right, that's the counter trap, the fake 32-48 there. Very nice play. We've been having a lot of success with that tonight, and success with the counter, and we've also done a little misdirection power, which, it's very good. Keeps the defense off balance. You never know which way the ball's coming from.
Here we go on 1st and 10 from the Galesburg 27-yard line. 4 down lineman for the Silver Streaks. McConnell rolls out to the left, has a guy open. It's McAvoy off his fingertips, led him just a little bit too far. And we got a flag down there at the line of scrimmage. Let's check the call here.
Well, holding. With all that stuff in there, you can't tell who that was.
Do you have time to hold on a play like that?
Well, yeah, you can. You can reach and grab. I would venture to guess there's, just like a lot of people say, there's probably holding on every play if you really look for it. The question, I know some officials won't call it if it's not really involved in the play, if it's on the backside. But you can't, if you call it, you can't go wrong. I mean, nobody's going to be able to argue with the official at this point.
10-yard penalty makes it 1st and 20 from the 37-yard line of Galesburg. They'll throw it back to Olsen. Makes the catch at the 42 to the 35, and he's caught from behind. They'll spot it at the 23-yard line. And Geneseo's going to take a timeout here and stop the clock. A minute 32 to go before halftime.
Just needed another step there, it looked like. I mean, one more step. He did a really nice job setting up Jacob Winslow coming out for the screen block. But there was another backside guy that was pursuing him and just caught him at the ankle. So nice play there. Just a little bit late on the how do I say, a little bit late getting the ball to him so he could get upfield a little sooner.
So when we resume play, it'll be 2nd down and 20 from the Galesburg 34-yard line. Again, this drive started at the inside the 1-yard line, and I know it was 7 minutes and 14 seconds, I think. So Geneseo's almost had the ball 6 minutes on this drive.
Right. It's a beautiful. Even if we don't score here, it's a beautiful drive. I mean, you keep their offense at number 2 off the field.
1 timeout remaining for the Green Machine offense as they run over from the sideline. Looks like they're going to go directly to the line of scrimmage.
Be sneaky here and run fullback trap.
We'll see what happens.
Oh.
Billy Cosgrave wide right now. Pischke in motion to the right. Long toss to him. He's trying to turn the corner. Cuts it back to the 30. Gets loose to the 25.
Nice play.
And looking at a 3rd down play coming up here inside, about 3rd down and 7 from the 25-yard line. Clock moving, 1:15 to play in the first half.
Right, we definitely overloaded that right side, and then we ran what's called rocket sweep. Rocket sweep is when the back gets the ball outside the tackle. On a toss sweep, he gets it right behind the center. But on rocket sweep, he gets out a little farther, and you just try to get past the end real quick. And same thing coming this way?
Yeah, might be coming this way, the same deal. Here we go, rocket sweep to the left. Nice block on the corner, and it's Olson inside the 20 down to the 17. I think he's got it.
Looks like a 1st down.
If it is, there's a flag afterwards.
Oh, no. Block on the back. Yep, legal use of hands. That's a nice play, though. I mean, that's a well run. Just didn't quite get it totally executed, but well run.
So is that a penalty from the spot of the foul, or is that from the line?
Yeah, it's a spot foul.
Okay. So it'll still be 3rd down for Geneseo. It's going to back them up to the 28-yard line. We have 42 seconds to play in the first half and 1 timeout left for Geneseo. Be 3rd down and we'll call it 11. And to get to the 18-yard line.
Clock's running. Got a timeout left.
Geneseo breaks the huddle. They'll spread it out. Beneke and Pischke out wide right. Olson with, or McConnell with the toss, and I don't know if that got picked off or intended for Beneke. Might have.
He caught it, but he didn't have enough time to pitch it to Olson. That was going to be a little hook and ladder there. Looks like we use our last time out there. 4th and 6 or so, 4th and 5. It looked good to start with, but the defensive back did a really nice job of making sure that Nathan could not get that ball pitched.
That's definitely a timing play between the quarterback, receiver, and the guy, the swing back coming around. So
you bet.
4th down and 6. Geneseo has used their last timeout. And Parker Prohaska is our stats man tonight. And I'm interested to see how the time of possession goes. You need a calculator for that, for Geneseo's time of possessions?
Here's the one thing: you don't need to throw it in the end zone here. Get your 1st down. The clock stops, and then spike it and kill it. Clock it. Then you still have time to run a play and maybe kick a field goal.
Beneke and I believe it's Olson set up in the outside position here to the left, and we got a whistle before the snap.
I think they're doing the whistle to start play, and some of the guys kind of drew some of the guys, got some of the guys moving. There, now there's your whistle to start play.
We're ready to go here. Pistol formation for McConnell from the 23-yard line. Throws it towards the end zone, and Olsen had to spin around the other way. Almost made that catch. I think the wind kind of pushed that out of bounds a little bit too. And so Geneseo's drive's going to end inside the 25-yard line. And the Silver Streaks will take over. Three timeouts left and 19 seconds to work with.
Yeah, I mean, that's, again, like I said, that's a very nice drive, you know. Obviously, if you get that close, now you want to get paid a little bit, but a very nice drive. That could have been very bad had we not been able to get that ball out of there at the half-yard line.
Three backs lined up right behind the quarterback. He's under center. He's going to take a knee, and so Galesburg will go in the locker room. They'll get the ball to start the second half, but this first half belonged all to the Geneseo Green Machine with the final seconds ticking away, and Geneseo will take a 14-0 lead into halftime. A couple touchdowns on the ground for the Green Machine from Colton Pischke, the other one from Zach Olsen, and it's 14-0. Halftime here in Galesburg.
This TV 50 broadcast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Jolene Barnes of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Communications, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Borac Pharmacy, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank, Pink's Paint and Body, Edwards Ready Mix. Please thank our sponsors for their support of this TV 50 broadcast.
We're ready for the second half of football here at Galesburg with Geneseo leading the Silver Streaks 14-0. Geneseo will kick off the second half here. Kyle Hofer waiting for the final seconds to tick off the halftime clock. And Ramirez is back for the Streaks, number 2. Geneseo held him to 23 yards on 6 carries in that first half. In fact, Galesburg, all they had in that first half offensively was 13 plays, and one of those was a kneel down at the end. Geneseo almost had 40 plays, over 200 yards in offense in that first half, 195 yards on the ground, led by Zach Olsen, who had 99. Here's Kyle Hofer, a little pooch kick coming down at the 36, fielded by the Streaks, and Geneseo there to wrap up after a short gain out to the 40-yard line.
I know with that little pooch kick, a lot of times you give up a little field position, but it's kind of one of those better safe than sorry. You know, you don't want number 2 to touch that ball. He is that good of a return man. So, you know, they get the ball. It's in decent field position. Hopefully, though, we can force them into a mistake early.
Starting from their 41-yard line, spread 2 receivers out wide right. Their quarterback, A10 under center. Handoff Ramirez left side, finds a seam and gets out past the 50-yard line into Geneseo territory at the 48-yard line. Might be a first down run.
Yeah, that one they ran back to the weak side of the offense. So I mean, that kind of surprised us. It looks like Beneke's moving with the tight end. There's no tight end on the weak side that time, and ran right behind that tackle for a nice gain.
11-yard run for Ramirez. And we're right back to him. Left side to the 41-yard line. Quick hitter. Gain of 6.
Right, just a straight, I mean, he's almost lining up in a fullback position. Just a straight dive play for a gain of 6. You know, that's something we didn't see from them in the first half. This is what we're talking about. What adjustments they're going to make. Now we've got to make our adjustments to this.
3 down linemen for Geneseo, with 3 linebackers and 5 defensive backs. 2nd down and 4 at the 42-yard line of Geneseo. They'll give it to Ramirez coming to his right, to the 40. It's outside the numbers and is stood up, backpedals, and finally brought down at the 36, but it's another Galesburg first down.
I think that play initially was meant to be off tackle through the two hole, but he bounced it outside and was able to get enough for a first down there.
Little chatter going on after that by Ramirez, and Billy Cosgrave's like, I just walked away.
Yep, that's exactly right. You just got to be careful. You can't get mixed up in all that.
1st and 10 now for the Streaks as they put together back-to-back first downs. 3 receivers out wide to the left side. Football on the right hash, the pass. Aten with the pressure, he might be sacked, gets the ball away, it's tipped, and it is intercepted. Yeah. Billy Cosgrave at the 31-yard line.
Originally tipped by, looked like Dominic DeBouf, number 33. Billy Cosgrave got to execute a little tip drill. That quarterback was being chased by Billy. You know, Billy was trying to treat that quarterback like the Wicked Witch of the East, and he's the house trying to land on the Wicked Witch of the East. So that's the mistake you need Galesburg to make. And now let's see if we can take advantage of it.
They were running the football effectively against Geneseo, chose to go in the air, and the Geneseo defense comes up with the interception by Cosgrave. Second back through for the Geneseo offense as they start from the 31. It's a 5-yard run for the guy who's now over 100 yards for the night. Zach Olson had 99 in the first half.
You bet. I love it. You know, I'm an old schooler. I love seeing that double dive, that second back through, and then you mix it up with some mixed direction. I'm really enjoying this tonight.
2nd and 5 for Geneseo. 10-15 to play in the third. They're up 14-0. Right up the gut. It's McAvoy, first down run to the 43-yard line. Geneseo with 14 first downs in that first half of play. That'll be number 15.
Right, well executed there. That's a little 36 cross. The pulling guard this time is Billy Blazer. Much better job by Billy turning up into the hole. If the guy you're trapping doesn't step across the line of scrimmage, you need to turn it up in the hole. And Alex did a nice job getting in behind that big lineman, getting the first down.
Olson on the wing to the right, comes in motion. And Geneseo up the middle again with McAvoy as he gets some solid yards. Give him good, close to 4 yards on that. That's what you like to see out of your fullback in first down.
You betcha. Just mix. Now that one, that's different than the cross. That's just a straight fullback dive to keep the linebackers honest.
2nd down and 7 for Geneseo as they work quickly. Up to the line now, McConnell. And it's Olson submarined and taken down at the 48-yard line. Geneseo's going to need to come up with about 5 yards for a first down.
Right, belly 48. Now you got to give credit to the defense. The linebacker did a nice job stepping over and cutting off Zach's running lane on belly 48. And like you said, let's dial up something 3rd and 5 to get that first down.
9 minutes to go in the third. 14-0 Geneseo as they have a 3rd and 4 from their own 48-yard line. Back it goes to Pischke, first down run to the 44, to the 40, and carries a defender on his back down to the 35-yard line.
You could see the adjustment by Galesburg on that. They brought the linebacker. That linebacker did a better job of staying home. I can't tell if it's 45 or 45, but Pischke ran right by him. So I mean, the linebacker's a little late to the party. Get your first down. That's that counter tray we talked about earlier.
Football inside the Galesburg 35-yard line. On the right hash, 1st and 10. Pischke will bounce it to the outside. Off right end, gets inside the 30, dropped at the 28.
That's a very nice run. The hole wasn't there. I mean, the timing was there, but the hole wasn't. Bounce that one way or the other. Good choice on that. You're getting positive yardage on first down, making 2nd down and 3rd down a whole lot easier.
It'll be 2nd and 5 for Geneseo as they bounce out of the huddle. Set up double tight and double wing. It's Pischke in motion. He'll come back the other way with Olson to the left. Has a little crease. Leaps through that and gets to the 25-yard line. He'll be about a yard short of the first down.
Right, cutting that up inside that. Like I said earlier, Galesburg's doing a little better job of staying home now on the misdirection. But 3rd and short, you know, you're a much better coach, play caller when it's 3rd and 1 as opposed to 3rd and 8.
McConnell gets the play in from the sideline.
I really like the tempo. I mean, at least for early in the half, up a couple scores. Try to wear them down.
Need a yard to pick up the first down from the 25. Pischke right side. First down run, crashes down to the 21-yard line.
Right, misdirection power, fake 36, 23 power. Linebackers flowed with the fullback, opening up a little running lane for Pischke. Did a nice job lowering his shoulders. Our backs seem to understand that when I need a yard, lower my shoulder. When I need, just make sure we get the first down. We might not break it, that's fine, but make sure we get the first down. These running backs are doing a really nice job with that.
7 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the third quarter. Geneseo up 14-0 as they move the ball down the field. They have it at the Galesburg 21-yard line on first down. Toss it. Coming wide is Olsen. He cuts back at the 10, knocks a guy down at the 5, and dives into the end zone. They call it a touchdown. There is a flag, though, down at the 5-yard line.
I'm not totally sure what they're going to call on that because it was just Zach and the defensive man with each other. They might do something crown of the helmet with Zach. Maybe Zach lowered his helmet or something with that, trying to run him over. But that might be what they're calling. But the blocking execution was fantastic on that. He read the block wonderful, cut it up inside. But they might do something. Personal foul, yep, leading with the head. Without seeing that on replay, I can't say one way or the other. You know, it's a point of emphasis this year for the officials.
Yeah. Back in the day, that'd be a touchdown.
You betcha. Back in the day, you'd say, "Hey, that's a great run." Well, and that's as a coach. Last, when this concussion stuff started, as coaching running backs say, hey, just lower your head and go. You don't say that anymore. It's lower your shoulders, keep your head up, lower your shoulders and go. Just so they can get that in their head. I don't want to dip my head. I need to see what I'm hitting.
Still a great run there by Zach.
I would agree.
It'll put the ball back to the 20-yard line. We'll just do it again here, 1st and 10 for the Green Machine. Augie Schmidt in the game. He's going to split out wide to the right by the numbers. And Pischke in motion to the right. They'll give it to McAvoy. Dive play to about the 18. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Right, off of that rocket motion, they run the fullback up underneath that. You once again trying to keep the linebackers honest. A lot of times if linebackers see that rocket motion, they fly, they take off, and opening up that middle there, you break the line of scrimmage and you've got yourself 10 yards. But they did a nice job of staying. The Galesburg linebackers did a nice job of staying home. But positive yardage, 2nd and 6 now. I mean, that's manageable.
Geneseo up 14-0 over Galesburg. Green Machine with the football, 2nd down and 7. Long toss. Sweet play to Pischke, and he's taken down by the ankles. Very close to that marker. He's going to come up about a yard or two short as they have it inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line. Right,
it appears that Galesburg, at least these last couple, are trying to string that thing out, We talked last week about fill and contain, If you fill with your linebackers and you force the running back to the sideline and use the sideline as a 12th defender, it's good strategy.
3rd and short for Geneseo. 2 tight ends in as they line up wings on both sides. Pischke comes to his right, and it's Olsen coming back with the football to his left, and we've got a Geneseo 1st down at the 10-yard line.
Looked like we got a little stutter behind the lineman. They might have slowed our running back down a little bit, but hey, he knew he had to get 2, and he got 3. So nice run. This is once again a nice series going. Now looks like just the box only, meaning we can't get a 1st down, huh?
Ball right at the 10-yard line, so 4 plays to get it in the end zone. Up 14-0 with 5:15 to play in the 3rd quarter. Olsen takes the toss, turns it up the middle. We got flags coming out of every pocket down there. It'll be probably a holding call against Geneseo.
Right, in fact, there might be 2 of them because the one guy threw in at the end and the other one threw in towards the center. So who knows? I mean, they can only use one of them.
It's about the only thing that stopped Geneseo tonight. They had a couple of penalties on their 3rd drive. But they went, you start at the 1-yard line. We talked about it's tough to go 80 yards. And they were trying to go 99 yards to end that first half.
Right.
So this will back the football down to the 20-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 20. Jacob McConnell in that first half was 5 of 8 passing for about 30 yards. He had a couple nice passes downfield, so he can throw it.
Right.
And he's got some receivers too, so we'll see what happens here on this first down play. Do they air it out, maybe try that counter play?
Maybe the counter pass.
Football in between the hashes. And they'll come back with Pischke. He's got a little room to run. He'll turn it up and get inside the 15.
I hope you got that on film. Billy Blazer laying on top of the poor little linebacker, just pancaked him. We've started calling that the Wicked Witch of the East block, where the house lands on the witch. So that's nice. That's a nice run on first down. Once again, it's positive yardage. 2nd and goal from the 13 with 4:20 to play, and a whistle and some flags coming. Line judge threw it. Boy, he threw it about all the way across the field. Past the hash mark.
He's pretty excited about that one.
Right. Maybe get a little defensive encroachment, offsides. Yeah. All right.
Well, that'll help out the Geneseo offense.
Hey, now we're 2nd and goal at the 9. So basically, after all that, you gained 1 yard on first down.
Geneseo 14, Galesburg 0. No scoring into the second half. That was the halftime score. But Geneseo coming up with a big interception by Billy Cosgrave, and they continue to move the football down the field inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. Counter play again. This is Olson, turns it up behind the center and gets to the 5-yard line. So Geneseo looking at a 3rd and goal from the 5.
Right. The best part about all this is tick tock with that clock. You know, just wearing that clock down. And if we score here, not that it isn't already, but it's demoralizing when you just basically running over a defense. It's demoralizing for the defense.
Geneseo breaks the huddle, come up to the line on 3rd and 5. And they look over, I think we have a timeout taken by Geneseo. They'll take their first timeout, talk about this important play as they're looking at a 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line, up by 2 scores, 14-0. Touchdowns tonight by Zach Olson and Colton Pischke, both 6-yard runs.
You can kind of see, you know, I like to watch body language, and you can kind of see the Galesburg defense. Their heads aren't totally down, but I mean, they're moving a little slower, a little less excited here to start the. Well, I can't even say start the 3rd quarter, to finish up the 3rd quarter. You get one, catch one?
Most excitement tonight for Galesburg has been the T-shirt, and the football's coming out right now.
Oh, nice catch. Oh.
Wow.
Come on, give it to a kid. Give it to a kid.
We just got to keep our eyes peeled.
Exactly.
We could get one up here. We don't know.
Yeah, that's right.
I want one of those gold ones. Well, I know there's more noise on the Geneseo sideline in the crowd tonight.
Right. Now, if I ever catch one of those things, I'll take it back to Miss Wendy at the middle school. She'll enjoy that.
Here we go, 3rd and 5 from the 5-yard line for Geneseo. Olson with the call. He's cut down underneath, falls to about the 2-yard line. So now you're looking at a 4th and goal from about the 2.5-yard line.
Right, belly 48. It makes it almost like an extra point if you want to kick it. You put the ball in the middle of the field for the most part, but if you did want to go field goal, you're in the middle of the field. Looks like that's, can't tell if that's a black tee he's bringing out. Nope. We're going for it.
Going to go for it. 3 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. 4th and goal, just inside the 3-yard line for Geneseo. Up by 14 over Galesburg. McConnell under center. Tosses it back. Olson trying to get there. Dives forward. Touchdown for Geneseo. Zach Olson 3 yards away.
That's the way to take advantage of their mistake. I mean, it seems like a long time ago that Galesburg threw their interception, and you ran a ton off the clock. And it's just an outstanding way to respond to Galesburg's mistake of throwing an interception.
Kyle Hofer's going to attempt the extra point.
See if we can break the glass.
That's what I was thinking. Right
much
down the
tamer.
middle. Good little kick there, and it's 21-0. Hofer has 3 extra points. Olsen's got a couple touchdowns in this game, and Pischke has the other score for Geneseo as they lead it 21-0 in the third quarter, 2:45 to play in this period.
All right, that does give you a little breathing room. You know, it gives you a chance maybe to get some guys in that you might not normally get in and give some of those starters a little breather. But, you know, this has been textbook, if you will. I mean, textbook Geneseo football. I mean, the time of possession already in the second half is we've probably got triple what they've got, just like the first half.
Yeah, over 17 minutes of possession time for Geneseo in that first half. Galesburg, I think, probably run 3 or 4 plays.
Right.
This second half. You know, they had a couple good plays on the ground, then they went in the air, and that pass got deflected by Dominic DeBoeuf, and Billy Cosgrave comes up with the interception. And then Geneseo offense just comes out and run.
I've noticed they flip-flopped number 2 to the side that we've been kicking it most of the time. So we'll see if we adjust and kick it to this way. Just keep it away from him.
We'll get the scoring drive after this kickoff by Kyle Hofer. Kicking from right to left, and he'll just boom it.
Oh, nice.
And that will come down in the end zone. Touchback. Well, Geneseo tonight, they've had scoring drives of 9 plays, 13 plays, and they topped that one on this last touchdown drive. 15 plays, Pat, 69 yards, almost 8 minutes, and Zach Olson's 2-yard touchdown run with Hofer's extra point makes it 21-zip. I'll see your 13 and raise you 2 to 15.
That's a great kickoff. It's nice to see that we're capable of doing that, so teams just can't load things up one way or the other.
I'm sure there's some scouts out here watching this game tonight.
Well, we know there are. They're in purple.
On first down, nowhere to go there. I don't know if the quarterback mishandled the snap, but a loss on the play of 1 yard.
All right, just keep hammering away. Defense, you know, they really haven't been on the field that much, so our defense ought to be well rested. I'm not totally sure how many guys we have going both ways, but I know we rotate a number of backs in the offense to give guys breathers.
Second down and 11 for the Silver Streaks from their own 19-yard line. 3 receivers in for the Streaks. They'll give it to Ramirez, and he's going to be bottled up and dropped for a loss on the play back around the 17-yard line.
That's nice. He's going to be one type of running back where he's not going to want to get up. He's getting up a little slower. You know, he's not happy with things. Now he'll try to do things that aren't necessarily good for the offense. He'll try to make cuts and make plays. You know, try to do more than what he's capable of. But we'll see. The one thing about him though, he's a great athlete. He could break one anytime.
4 receivers in, 2 on each side for Galesburg on 3rd and 14 with 1:30 to play in the third. Geneseo up 21-0. Long pass, Wynn's knocking it down. It's intercepted by Colton Pischke at the 45. He returns it to the 30. A flag down to the 20, and Pischke is taken out on the Galesburg sideline inside the 15. But this one will come back a little bit.
Yeah, that's Peyton Clausen got number 62. I'm not sure if it was a peel back block or a block in the back. That's one of the, it's kind of hard to explain what a peel back block is, but it has been illegal the last couple of years. So yep, that's coming back. But boy, it's sure neat to see the wheels come on Pischke.
2 interceptions tonight now for the Geneseo defense, and Pischke. That pass was underthrown. He was able to adjust to it and make the interception. We got a personal foul on Galesburg.
Oh, wow. My mistake. Peyton Clausen. Well done.
So
personal foul on them, and that just tacked on to the end of the run. Peyton Clausen, well done, young man. I'm not sure what the guy did or told you or took a cheap shot, but way to handle that by not responding in kind. So, hey, this is the type of thing you got to be careful of. That's a team that's down. They're frustrated. They're going to do things they shouldn't, and you cannot respond in kind. You've got to make sure you just walk away.
Geneseo in business again. They have it at the Galesburg 7-yard line, up by 21. Kyle Hofer, right side, off tackle, and he is into the end zone for the 4th touchdown tonight for Geneseo. They go up 27-0 with 1:15 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Nice job taking advantage. And just like that, you're up 4 scores. And when we talked about before, you could breathe a little easier. Now you can relax a little bit too. Defense gets to get right back on the field. So you still want to keep playing. Sure like that 0 on the board, but well done. Well done.
Kyle Hofer, who had the touchdown, he gets to attack on the extra point. And he drills this one. It's 28-0. Parker, I'm good on that scoring drive. You don't have to hand me the clipboard on that one. I think I got it. 1 play, 7 yards, touchdown run by Kyle Hofer, and Hofer with the extra point. Following the Colton Pischke interception, Geneseo's turned 2 Galesburg interceptions into touchdown drives as they lead at 28-0 in week 2 of the high school football season.
Yeah, that's it's really nice to see that we're able to bounce back after last week's game. Bounce back mentally. Hopefully now we can bounce back a little bit physically. It's just nice to see for the boys, for the program as a whole.
Hofer's in a kickoff. He's been busy here in the last couple minutes. His last kickoff went into the end zone for a touchback, and now Galesburg's going to send back their 2 guys inside the 5-yard line. To restart the ball game, number 23, Kyle Hofer. And we're ready to go again. We'll squib this one. This might go out of bounds. It's hanging in there, though. Inside the 20, picked up at the 10-yard line. Brought back to the 15. Geneseo all over it at the 16-yard line.
Great coverage. Peyton
Clausen down there.
Rylan Coons. I know I'm going to miss somebody.
So
look like Augie Schmidt. Augie Schmidt, 84. Yeah, that's very nice coverage.
Streaks come out of the huddle. They'll line it up at the 16-yard line, trailing 28-0. Ayton under center. Hands it up to the fullback, out to the 20-yard line, about a 3-yard run.
Now if I'm Galesburg, I'm going to try to keep it simple. You know, let's see if we can move the ball on the ground. We've had some success. You know, why they go to the air, I don't know. But and then so Geneseo's defense, they need to be prepared for that ball coming right at them.
Probably equipment problem here with one of the Geneseo players. And
Cole Graddert coming out, Billy Blazer coming in.
Always got to be ready to come in.
You bet.
Blazers had a nice game tonight, blocking as that whole offensive line has tonight.
Much better this week than last.
2nd down and 6. Delay handoff here to Ramirez. He kind of took his time in the backfield, watched that develop in front of him. Nice run for him as he gets out to the 30-yard line.
Right. That's what we talked about before. You know, you can't give him a crease. He'll find the crease and get his yardage. You know, you want to keep him pinned in and keep him frustrated.
That 1st down will stop this clock just for a moment, and now they wind it up. And by the time Galesburg gets to the line, we'll be under 30 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. It's been all Geneseo tonight, 28-0. Their fullback gets the call. Short run out to the 33-yard line. And that
yeah, like I said, Galesburg keeping it simple. Now, as a defense, you really even more so. Hey, they're going to come right at me. I got to make sure I do my job.
Well, that's when they end this 3rd period. Geneseo makes a couple interceptions, and they turn both of those into points as the offense tonight has got 28 points on the board. So after 3 quarters of play here from Galesburg, it's the Geneseo Green Machine 28, the Galesburg Silver Streaks 0.
This TV 50 broadcast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Jolene Barnes of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Communications, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Borac Pharmacy, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank, Pink's Paint and Body, Edwards Ready Mix. Please thank our sponsors for their support of this TV50 broadcast.
It's fourth quarter time. About ready to get this started with Geneseo ahead 28-0 over the Galesburg Silver Streaks. 4 rushing touchdowns tonight for that Geneseo offense, and the defense has come up with a couple of turnovers and a couple of sacks too tonight.
Now we got to see if we can finish. You know, can we put this game away?
I formation. Ramirez, the tailback for the Streaks, on 2nd and 8. He gets the call. He'll bounce it to the outside, and showing his speed and quickness. Very close. I think he does have the first down.
Yeah, your defensive ends must contain him. You can't let him get out and get to the edge. You know, we got him. You know, the linebackers are kind of, the interior line are really taking care of him not being able to hit the hole. So you still got to, you know, as a defensive end, whoever the contain is there, you can't let him get to the edge.
He had a couple really good runs to start that third quarter, and for some reason Galesburg decided to go to the air, and that did not work out well for them. 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Pistol formation for the Streaks. Slant pattern, it's caught. First down by number 81. Justin Gatson, who had 4 catches last week.
Tough play to defend when they run that skinny post like that. Plus you're playing a little soft in the defensive backfield as well. Nice play by them.
They bounce out of the huddles, and they'll go at the 44-yard line of Geneseo. 1st and 10, 11:20 to play in the game. A 28-point lead for Geneseo. Streaks with the football, and motion up front there. One of their linemen got going for the snap. That's going to cost them a few yards.
Like we said, they're just keeping it simple now. I mean, even the slant route, that pass, he was in his shotgun and just got the snap, got rid of it. Didn't waste any time. He knew exactly where he was going to start with. So, but this is good. This is good experience for our defense to see this type of running back, this type of thrower.
Galesburg will send out 2 receivers to the right. Ramirez, a lone setback, 4 yards off the ball. To his left with the ball, he gets the call. He uses a stiff arm there on the 42-yard line with Pischke there on the tackle. And that 5-yard penalty, he may have gotten that yardage back on that run and a little bit more.
He's able to get to the edge. They pulled a lineman, get him out in front and kind of seal that corner. It's a nice play.
I think he had him stopped along the sidelines. He seems to get 2 or 3 more yards.
He does. He's a fun runner to watch.
2nd down and 7 for the Streaks. Ball is fumbled on the snap, and Ramirez falls on it.
Ball is fumbled, and Cody Ramirez falls.
That went between the quarterback's legs even. I don't think that was designed.
I don't think so either.
3rd down.
Just slipped out of the center's hand and rolled back.
3rd and 12 now for the Streaks, backed up to the Geneseo 46-yard line. The Geneseo defense trying to come up with a shutout tonight. That's always a goal.
You got a good chance to win if you shut the other team out.
3rd and long for the Streaks. Send out 4 in the pass pattern. That ball is off the fingertips, incomplete. As Zach Olson was over there in the coverage, off the fingers of DeJuan Poley, one of the triplets on this team, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I'm told. What are they, like number 22, 23, and 25?
You got it.
Is that right? All seniors, correct?
All 3 seniors. You got DeJuan, Deontay, and Demetrius.
How cool is that, though? I mean, you get to play football with your brothers.
That is
literally.
Cool. Clock will start on this snap. 10 minutes to go in the game. 4th and long. A10, long pass down the far sideline. I think it's intercepted by Olson. And Geneseo comes up with their 3rd interception tonight.
He did a very nice job. The first pick by Cosgrave was a tip ball, but these last two, by Pischke and by Olson, they had the guy played perfectly, had inside leverage on him, and able just to out rebound the guy. So well done, DBs.
It's one of those you just have to catch, I guess. It's 4th down. You can knock it down and get the ball in better field position, but at the time you're thinking,
Right.
The guy was right on him. He had to make that catch.
You bet. You bet. You're not thinking in those terms
right
at that point when you got the offensive receiver right there with you.
Geneseo takes over at the 18-yard line as they
whoops,
kind of got a little miscommunication before this play is snapped, and we're going to take a timeout and reset before we get a penalty.
Well, I know you talked about the sophomores earlier taking care of business. Last week, after Friday night on Saturday, the freshmen went to Browning Field and beat Moline 14-0, a 14-0 lead at halftime, and just kind of salted it away in the second half. This week so far, the 8th grade teams, the Greens, went to Edison and beat the Edison Eagles 16-8. That was their first win out, and really excited for Coach Matthews and those guys. And then the Whites beat John Deere 24-20 in a very physical game, fun game to watch, a little back and forth. Whites had to make a couple big plays at the end, but a really good week of football since last Friday night.
We're on a roll right now. That's good to hear. And the varsity here rolling over Galesburg. 1st and 10 after that Geneseo timeout from the 18-yard line. Fullback dive. Alex McAvoy.
Right, running the jet sweep with the fullback underneath it, hoping to get people to take off with the jet motion. Didn't happen that time. Unable to get a lot of yards. But like I said before, you've got to give the fullback the ball every now and then. You can't forget about him just to keep the defense honest.
It's 2nd and 10. Augie Schmidt in the game. He's going to line up at a receiver position wide on the right side of this formation. They'll sweep it this way with Colton Pischke, and collision there at the 24-yard line.
With Augie.
And with Augie trying to make a block.
Okay, looked like he had a little room to run to start with, but the Galesburg defensive backs closed that down in a hurry. Gain 4, 5 on the play, makes 3rd down a whole lot more manageable.
It'll be under 9 minutes to play in this game. After this, Geneseo comes up to the line of scrimmage. They shuffle in personnel on that offensive line. Up 28-0. McConnell looks over his line here, takes the snap, and they hand it off to Kyle Hofer. He's got the 1st down out to the 30-yard line.
That's a nice run. Nice hole once again. The point of attack, the blocking at the point of attack tonight is so much better than what it was last week, and the timing in the backfield sure helps. Helps that. So that was for the old timers. That's good old bread and butter belly 48.
Geneseo now kind of taking their time. They're in control. No rush here. They're moving the ball against the Streaks on 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. And it's Pischke with room to run to this outside. He gets tripped at the ankles and brought down at the 36, and a player up slow for Galesburg.
That's what we talked about earlier in the second half. I like the pace. They're moving things along pretty quick, trying to get going before Galesburg gets set. Now with the 4-score lead, you kind of take your time and let that clock run as much as possible. And first an outstanding 1st down play there, just making another 1st down feasible.
2nd down and 3 for Geneseo. It's McAvoy left side. I think he's got the 1st down as he carries the pile over the 40-yard line.
Looked like a little 37 power with Pischke leading the way there, trying to move the pile. 2nd and 3, gain 4. That's exactly what you want at this point.
They'll wind the clock. 7.5 minutes to play in the game. So all this talk about Geneseo 0-2 and hadn't had that record since 1961. Forget
Really?
about it.
I had no idea. I had no idea on that. Got to get it snapped by 05. You got 4, 3, 2, 1.
And
yep, he called it. Or did we call the timeout?
what went first? Geneseo timeout. Going to take it down in the final second. So that'll stop the clock.
All right.
So Geneseo did not get the delay of game penalty. 7:03 to play in the contest.
You know, there might be some people thinking, oh, don't waste the time out there. Take the delay, you know. But no, you don't want 1st and 15 in this series. You want to make sure you give your offense a chance to get the first down, eat up more clock. But, you know, there was a little, I don't know if it was a personnel issue on the sideline. I don't think it was a play issue. I think it's just a matter of who should be in, who's not. Also, too, at this point, it looks like we're going to be wholesale changes in the offense. So
right.
Get your scorecards ready.
So it looks like the first team's going to come out as much as possible. And they deserve a rest here tonight. They've played a great game.
Oh, you betcha.
And Geneseo, I think, is going to take another timeout.
Second timeout, just to get it all set. Yeah, I think you're right. I've done that. Been there, done that. I see 89 getting ready to go in. That's David Bowen. I think he played actually a little bit of defense last round. I see 74 going to be one of the tackles. That's Colton Mitten. I see 56 at a guard. That's Kane Miller. I tell you, here's a good, if you want a little bit of a nugget, is Kane Miller's grandpa is Kelly Kane, who used to be the head coach here at Galesburg High School during the early 80s and late 70s. His grandpa was also the coach at Hall Township when they ended Geneseo's 52-game unbeaten streak. So, but he went from Hall to Galesburg and then to Monmouth. They won a lot of football games at Monmouth. But anyway, I'm getting a little carried away there. Got to get some of these other names in. Oh, now we're brother to brother snapping. That's Joe snapping to Jake. I see 52. I see Jacob Polovian there at one of the guards. Matthew Egan, 73, at one of the tackles. Okay, I don't have a number 10 on my roster here. Do you have a number 10?
I do not, no.
Okay, maybe I'll check the sophomores real quick.
I got a Brandon Hepkins, number 10. That's what I'm going to go with.
Okay, he's the sophomore, but he's not usually an end.
Nathan Benecke's your quarterback for Geneseo. 6.5 to play. 2nd down and 8.
44, Gavin McGuire getting the ball there on the misdirection power. Yeah, 10 is Hipkins. I can tell by the body language. There's just some kids, after you see them so long, you know. So, missing a running back in there somewhere. Or maybe an end.
The 3rd and 5 for Geneseo. They got it at the 47-yard line.
Looks like, missed it. Is that Eric Stensel 88? Brought that play in.
Yep, he's at the end position on this
there
side.
He is.
On 3rd and 5, Tyler Whipple, number 29, with the carry, and he's going to be taken down for a loss on the play.
Whip, man, he's a character. He's one of those where you're happy he's out. You're really happy he's out. Football does a lot of, doing a lot of good things for Tyler Whipple. Was that 4th down, or are we going to punt?
4th down coming up here.
Yeah, we're going to punt.
And this will be the first punt
We'll make it 4th down and 7.
of the night for Geneseo.
Now you worry about personnel, having enough personnel on the field.
All you need is the long snapper and the punter, right?
Well, you got to have 7 guys, at least, long snapper, punter, so you got to have at least 8 guys, because 7 of them have to be on the line of scrimmage.
4th down and 7. Geneseo will kick it away up 28-0 with 5 minutes to play in the game.
Hipkins punting.
Hipkins with the punt. And this will bounce at the 25. And
nice finish.
Nice tackle there by 89.
That's your long snapper, David Bowen.
Hustling down to make the tackle.
Right, when you're the long snapper, you got your first job. Get the snap, and then you can take off. You're uncovered. You don't have to worry about blocking, just go.
And Geneseo's going to sit their starters here on defense for the most part, I think, with under 5 minutes to play in the game.
I see Gavin McGuire coming in at one of the linebackers. Kyle Hofer's in.
Got Alex Walker out here at the cornerback position. 1st and 10 Galesburg. They'll run it up to the 31-yard line.
Right, you still have Dominic DeBoof. He's a sophomore. David Bowen's in playing one of the ends. Blake Stotler. Okay, he's a returner. I think he played Little League football here, then moved away to Mantino, and is back here in Geneseo, number 41.
Number dear to my heart. Second down.
Yes, I'm sure
Second down and
That's
4.
right.
Here's a long toss sweep to Ramirez. And Ramirez has the first down for Galesburg out to about the 40-yard line. He's staying in the game.
All right, I see Kane Miller still in there playing a little defense. 58, I believe that's sophomore Cole Ellerbrock. 38 over there. I don't have a 38 on my roster, so it's got to be the sophomore.
The Tannen Rink.
The Tannen Rink, you betcha. Okay.
Now this second team defense does not want to give up a score.
No.
Keep the shutout going. On 1st and 10, Ramirez, the starting tailback, breaks a tackle at the 50, and he's triple teamed and taken down at the 43-yard line.
Now he gets to be the big tough runner. You know, he's not getting up slow anymore. So that's all right. Defense, just keep playing, do your job. This great, invaluable experience that that Galesburg backups aren't getting when the starters are in.
4 minutes to play in the game. Geneseo with 14 points in the first half and 14 more in the second half. They lead at 28-0. High formation for the Streaks inside the 45-yard line. Snap is mishandled, and Geneseo falls on the football. That's number 41, Blake Stotler.
Awesome. I noticed Joe McConnell out there, and now he gets to stay out and get the offensive huddle. Get the offensive huddle ready. That's awesome. Well done. Well done.
4 turnovers here in the second half for Galesburg. 3 interceptions and a fumble now, so that Geneseo defense.
You're not going to win a lot of games with that many turnovers, and vice versa. You will. I mean, when you lead the turnover battle 4-0, I don't believe we've turned it over, correct?
No turnovers tonight for Geneseo.
You got a good chance of being on top of the scoreboard.
Beneke in at quarterback for Geneseo.
Sweep to McGuire.
44 out to the left side. About a yard on the play, maybe 2 to the 45-yard line.
Once again, invaluable experience for these juniors and sophomores and a couple seniors that are in there. You can practice all you want, but game experience, you know, playing at game speed is a lot different, you know, and it'll pay off in the future. That's one of the reasons why Geneseo's been able to sustain success for so many years, is because we take advantage of these opportunities right here.
Matthew Egan, number 73, is in the lineup for Geneseo as they try to take as much time off this clock before they snap it. They're going to have to hustle up to the line, though. They're under 5 seconds.
Yep, there it goes. Yep.
And just could not get the play off in time. And they're going to be penalized 5 yards.
So close.
Put the ball back to the 38-yard line with 2 minutes and 58 seconds to play in the game. It's Geneseo well out in front, 28-0.
'82, I see, and I'm seeing that number right. That's Mick Mooney.
Mick Mooney.
What a great story he is.
Second down and long as Beneke checks with the back judge. He'll snap it. It's under 5 to play in the play clock, and stood up in the backfield. A loss on the play on that, about a yard. So he gets up from the bottom of that pile. It's Tyler Whipple.
Yeah. See, Ryland Coons was in on that play as well.
It'll be 3rd down and long, 3rd and 16 for Geneseo with 2 minutes to play in the game.
There's Mick right there bringing the play in.
Eric Stenzel lining up at the tight end position on the left side of that formation. Hand off to number 44. Out to the 45-yard line goes Gavin McGuire.
Nice run. Get some of that back.
Punt team.
Punt team.
Runner was brought down by number 20, David Vanderman.
So Brendan Hipkins will punt. He probably didn't think he'd be punting tonight in the varsity game. You always got to be prepared, though.
You do.
You never know what's going to happen.
You never know. You got to be ready moment's notice.
So Geneseo will punt on 4th and 8 from their own 45-yard line with 1:10 to play in the game. Hipkins, that punt is blocked, and Geneseo falls on it, but Galesburg's ball at the 36-yard line.
Right, looked like he bobbled it there a little bit, had to take an extra step before he got things under control, and by that time it's too late. Didn't have the personal protector didn't have a chance to help him out.
Well, 67 seconds. Can Geneseo keep the shutout alive? Keep the Silver Streaks out of the end zone.
I'm in favor of that.
Streaks have their starting quarterback still in the game. Looks like Ramirez is probably done
out
for the night. So, on the Geneseo 37-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Streaks. Handoff. Nice tackle there by McGuire. He wraps up number 30 for Galesburg.
McGuire lost a shoe on that. He threw a shoe.
So McGuire tackled McBride. No gain, 2nd and 10. Under 40 seconds to go in the game as we wind things down here in week 2 of the high school football season. A little movement there maybe before the snap, and they hand it off to number 21. He's down the sideline to the 15 and taken down at the 10-yard line. Kyron Leith with 23 seconds left, and Galesburg has it down at the Geneseo 10-yard line.
First down.
Need to stiffen up here. Need somebody to make a stop, make a play.
Two receivers out to the left for the Streaks. I formation. Fullback call to the 5 with 19 seconds to play. And clock is moving.
They're going to call timeout.
They
Clock stopped.
They did stop the clock.
Yep.
Now they wind it.
Oh, they let it run. Okay.
And it's under 10, and I think Galesburg is going to let it run out.
Good for that coach. I mean, he could have easily taken a couple of timeouts there and tried to get the score in. And some coaches might and just say, we're just getting our backup some time, chance to get the 0 off the board. But I got to give him credit there.
Oh, great win tonight for Geneseo. They're now 1-1 on the season. Galesburg, with the loss tonight, they're 0-2. And they didn't take long to clear that scoreboard off. 28-0's the final score tonight from Galesburg, as Geneseo gets 4 rushing touchdowns from 3 different running backs. Kyle Hofer with 4 extra points tonight, and the Geneseo defense coming through with 4 interceptions, or 4 turnovers, 3 interceptions and a fumble recovery, all in the second half, by the way. And they got to be feeling good about themselves here with the win tonight, Pat.
Yeah, no question about that. But it's like we said, we can't say, all right, all's right in the world now. We can start, start relaxing, taking it easy, because next week you got a long bus ride down to Quincy to play Notre Dame, and you just got to make sure you're getting better every week. You can't take any steps back. That was a great step forward there after last week. The boys, looks like, run off the field. They are excited, and they should be. You survived a week without your starting quarterback, and I don't know. I'm hoping he'll be back next week. But yeah, keep taking steps in the right direction. This is one you needed and you got. It just helps the whole mood at practice next week, and hopefully, like I said, they'll take advantage of it like they took advantage of the Galesburg turnovers tonight. So fun to see. Happy for them. Good stuff.
Parker Prohaska working feverishly on the stats, but time of possession tonight in favor of Geneseo. Lots of yards on the ground tonight for that Geneseo offense, as they had all three backs working well. You know, it's kind of a symphony sometimes on how they make it work. So a lot of counter plays tonight. Just a dominating effort tonight by the Geneseo Green Machine.
Right. I mean, you got to give him credit. There's times you just don't know who has the ball, especially when you're doing the belly 48s and the belly 36s. You know, if you do it right, there used to always be a goal when every year that at one point you have a whistle official blow the ball dead, and you fool the official. So no, well done. The offense executed well. I mean, textbook Geneseo football tonight.
So Geneseo with 14 points in that first half. Touchdown runs by Colton Pischke and Zach Olson. And in the second half, it was Olson adding another touchdown run. And then Kyle Hofer got his first touchdown of the season as well. All four of those touchdowns within the 10-yard line. So Geneseo just worked it down the field. Not too many big plays tonight. I think Olson had a long run early on, but it was mostly that 5 to 7 yard gain every time they touched the football tonight.
And without being on the sideline, I think you came out of this fairly healthy as well. You know, you might have your normal game night or, game day bumps and bruises and owies, but, I don't think anybody laid out on the field, and I don't see anybody new on crutches. This is a good night. Rain stayed away. On top of that, that's a very good night. I'm sure Keith is really happy about that. No, good night for Geneseo football, and the pizza or the steak or the sandwiches or whatever you're eating will taste good tonight.
They certainly will. So here's the look at the stats here from tonight's game. 22 first downs for Geneseo. They had about 200 yards rushing in the first half. They ended up with 325 on 60 carries, 356 total yards, and 33 minutes of possession time out of 48. So just a dominating effort there. Zach Olson, 138 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, 103 yards from Colton Pischke. Alex McAvoy had 46 and 27 yards from Kyle Hofer. Jacob McConnell did not need to throw the football in the second half. He was 5 of 8 tonight for about 30 yards, and a well-played game for McConnell, again filling in for Jaron Brooker at that quarterback position.
That's outstanding balance out of your backfield like you talked about earlier. That's good things when teams can't come in and just key on one running back.
All right, Pat, thanks for your help here tonight. We're going to sign off. We've got to thank some people before we say goodbye. Kim Kennett at the WGRG 100.5 FM studio. Our statistician tonight, Parker Prohaska. Ron Hartman at Geneseo Communications. Our technical coordinator, Keith Kennett. For Pat Mitchell, I'm Lauren Lemke. Geneseo wins tonight. The final score, 28-0 over Galesburg. So long from Galesburg High School.